शैतानुर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम प्यारे बच्चों। आज जो हमारा 12th का क्लास है दैट इज़ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ह्यूमन डिजीज दैट्स मलेरिया। As you all know, malaria is a complicated disease. It has a complicated life cycle. It is from time immemorial. From olden times, it caused various problems to the mankind. Simply, the disease is very much difficult. It causes so many deaths in the world throughout the year. Simply, it is caused by the protozoal parasite that's called Plasmodium. Normally, you must know that malaria is of 4 types. Different types of species they cause disease to the human beings. There are different types of species of this Plasmodium. One of the important one among them we discuss in India, that's Plasmodium vivax or Plasmodium vivax. The disease is transmitted from man to man by the infected female. As you all know, that's female mosquito, which is considered as the intermediate host. Malarial parasite life cycle it's a complicated life cycle. It was first worked out by Sir Reynold Ross, who got in 1902, who got Nobel Prize in this field. Reynold Ross got Nobel Prize in 1902 for discovering the life cycle of the malarial parasite. Incubation period of the Plasmodium depends upon the species. Normally in Plasmodium vivax it is 14 days. Now the symptoms. Symptoms include shaking, chills, fever, headache and nausea. The fever subsides with sweating, with profuse sweating. Whenever sweating occurs, the fever subsides. Then prevention. Normally, malaria is transmitted from the female mosquito from an infected person to another infected person, all from mosquito breeding grounds to the infected person. The female becomes carrier. It's a vector. Female mosquito is not affected by the malarial parasite. It directly transmitted this infectious disease, malarial parasite disease to the people or the man. So we must first of all we must destruct the mosquito breeding grounds. For example, pools, water tanks. Water should not be allowed to stagnate. Pools, water should not remain open, because malarial parasites they give these Anopheles mosquito female, it gives eggs on the water, and different types of malaria, the new malarial or young malaria come out from the water breeding grounds. And use of mosquito repellent creams. One of the another important aspect of prevention is that use of mosquito repellent nets. We should use different types of creams so that mosquito cannot bite us, or use of nets treatment. An effective drug against the malaria is quinine or chloroquine. Chloroquine. That's an effective drug against the malaria. You see here this is the life cycle of the malarial parasite. When the man is infected by the female mosquito, it releases 1,000 to 2,000 sporozoites. These sporozoites first enter our liver cells, then the blood cells. Different types of schizogony are there, that is pre-erythrocytic and post-erythrocytic schizogony. It is having sexual and asexual phase here. Sexual phase is completed in the female mosquito, and asexual phase in case of human beings. So a complete life cycle is given here. Then it passes through the RBCs, and destruction of the RBCs takes place. Anemia occurs, which causes fever, sweating, concurrent fevers. After 14 days often 14-hour fever. In other types of species, that might be 48 hours, that might be 36 hours, or 24 hours. That might be 24 hours.